Hey, what's going on, guys? Kind of an impromptu video. Was on the way home from work today and gave old Carlos Mendez a call on Skype. Told him about something I got in the mail, and I had to do a review. I really did. This thing is freaking amazing. Now, this is not a new kit. It's been on the market for a couple, 3 years. But it's beautiful. Please keep in mind that I am not the greatest aircraft kit. I don't know aircraft kits that well, but I mean, from what I'm seeing here, this thing is spectacular. A lot of you guys, like Aaron, Freddie, Alex, Chris and Alex from Chris and Alex Modeling, you guys may be aware of this kit. It's not like crazy expensive. It's like $27, $28. Everyone's wondering, what the hell are you talking about? What kit? We want to see it. So I'm going to get to that. So I'm going to do a review in detail. I want you guys to see this thing. It's a beautiful kit. Absolutely gorgeous. So let's get to the review. And here it is. Voila. The 1/32 scale Revell Arado AR-196 A3 seaplane or floatplane. And guys, this kit is spectacular. I had ordered this from scalehobbyist.com. I got it yesterday in the mail, and I'll be throwing up a link in the description so you can check out them. They have a great price. But this kit was not expensive. It was $27, $28, $29, something like that. The level of detail is amazing. It's an interesting subject. It is to me anyways. So this is like my 6th or 7th aircraft kit. No, maybe more than that. But, once again, guys, I'm not an aircraft kit expert. But this thing just looks stunning. Moldings is from 2010. So I'm going to change the camera angle again, and let's take a closer look. Okay. So if you guys get a glare from the light, I apologize. I don't have a whole lot of control over that. So here it is. So take a look at some of the side panels on the box. Some really nice photographs of the completed model in sections and stages there. Really nice. Can you see that? Hold that up. It's getting a pretty serious glare. I'm sorry. All this is in German mostly. Nothing on the other side. Now it is a side opener, which of course we all know Mr. Newlands despises. But I can live over that, I think. So let's get into the sprues. I'm going to grab first 2 bags here, and these are parts that consist of the pontoons or the float, whatever you want to call them. I'm not sure the technical term for them, but I would call them pontoons. Really nice. Hold this up. You guys can see this. The detail is recessed panel lines. Now, guys, after you finish seeing this review, I got to warn you, you're going to want to buy one of these kits if you don't already have this. I'm going to lower the camera a bit. I think it might help actually reduce some of the glare. There we go. So, see detail parts. You can catch the light just right. Really, really nice. These 2 sprues are identical, so I'm not going to go over both of those. Let me set those to the side. The next bag of sprues. Fuselage. Now, guys, this does have really nice recessed panel lines. These are taped. I'm going to go ahead and open this bag so that we can take a better look. Here we go. So, looks like we have part of the tail section, maybe the vertical stabilizer. No, that's not the vertical stabilizer. Those would be aileron. But can you see the wing detail? Can you see that? What do you guys think? I mean, really nice. Smooth. They've actually finished the plastic a bit. Really nice raised, or not raised, but detailed panel lines. Here's the Revell 2010 dating on the kit. So this kit is, not very old. Now, Hamilkar Barkas did a build review of this kit some time ago, and I will throw a link up for that as well as in the description so you guys can see that. Here is some of the fuselage. Now, I guess this aircraft had some wood construction. They did a fantastic job of the canvas covering over the aircraft. It's a really nicely molded. I don't know if you guys can make this out or not, if the lighting is quite what I would like. If you can see that. Really nice. Once again, all recessed panel lines. So this sprue is the mirror opposite of that one. So that's the fuselage. And let's go to the next sprue. And what we have here is the airframe, and the actual frame, when I mean airframe, the frame of the aircraft. Because I looked at the instructions, I cheated. Look at the super nice rendered detail on the frame with controls also molded in there as well. If you guys can see that. Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. This is a bottom portion to the fuselage. You can tell by the canvas covering here with the little segmented covers. There's part of the vertical stabilizer right there. You guys can see that. Really nice detail there as well. Look at the rivets on the bottom of this. I'm assuming this is a portion of the cockpit. If you guys can see the rivet detail in that. Take a look. Really nice. One thing that surprised me is this kit comes with a base. So there's a really nice molded plastic base to put the aircraft on. Presumably because it may be a bit hard to balance with its kind of weird center of gravity. So we're done with that sprue. Let's go on to the last set of sprues, and I'm going to take these out as well because there's some stuff in here that is just amazing. Got to be very careful. So there are 3 bags of sprue, or 3 sprues in this bag, this particular bag. So what we have here obviously is the prop all in one piece. I believe these are the top of the pontoons, and I'm guessing maybe they use these to store fuel as well. If you can see the detail on the top, this is absolutely spectacular. So yeah, let you guys see some of the detail there. Really nice. Really, really nice. Alright, so I'm going to set that aside. Now this piece is a lot of engine components and what appears to be a broken propeller. I hope that's not one that I need. I just caught that, if you guys can see that. There's a broken propeller tip there. It probably happened in shipping. But these pieces are really nice. The detail is quite incredible. If you guys can see some of this, well, I'll hold this up for you. How thin these parts are. And remember, this is a Revell kit. I'm new to Revell kits, but I hear mixed things about them. But this thing is, it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. The stressed canvas weaving. Look at this. I'm assuming this is the ejection chute the rear gunner's MG15 or MG18 would be attached to, so it catches the spent cartridge casings. That's a nice looking canvas or cotton canvas cover, or one of the seats with some really nice looking seat belts. I'm assuming that's probably the rear gunner's seat. If you guys can see that, let me bring that closer. Some nice looking seat belts in it, if you guys can make that out. Alright, and this next sprue, there's some amazing pieces in here. Look at the detail on the rotary engine. Let me hold this up as close as I can get it. Look at that detail. It's spectacular. And there may be just a little tiny amounts of flash up here I think that'll come off easy enough. Now look at the instrument cluster right next to it. That's just asking for some dry brushing. It's beautiful. This has got to be the pilot's. This is the avionics equipment, the gauges, aerial gauges. Look at that detail. Of course, this is 1/32 scale, so it's easier to do in the scale. But this just, I mean, this kit just, I mean, startled me when I opened it yesterday. I had to show it to you guys. I'm sorry if I seem silly. I was just so excited about it. Now I'm going to carefully try to put these sprues back in this bag because I want to briefly peruse the instructions with you guys. Maybe it was this bag. I'm not sure it matters. Put all that back in there. Sorry for the fiddliness there, guys. I'm going to try to edit most of that out. So here's the instruction sheet. Booklet format. It is not stapled on the end. So paint callouts are all mostly Revell colors, although it does, I'm not seeing the RLM equivalents. I think that might not be that. It's probably not going to be that hard to determine. Really nice sprue map. Call out on the parts. And they are numbered, which is nice, although it is kind of small. And the construction begins with the cockpit and then the airframe. There are 53 steps, I think I just looked at. So it really doesn't look that complex. Now, there will obviously be a lot of detail painting, and some of the cool features in this kit is that it can be built with the wings stowed or not, or partially done. I think Michael or Hamilkar actually did his with his one wing down and the other one in the stowed position. So there's some cool options there. Really doesn't look bad at all. As you can see, these instructions are very clear. The parts are very clearly laid out. What goes where. Yeah, I was right about that canvas cover. That's the spent casings cover for the, if you guys can see that, for the rear gunner's machine gun. That part I found in the, that's the, to catch spent cartridge casings. You don't want those hitting you in the middle of combat. You burn the pilot and cause the plane to crash. Cartridge cases are hot, speaking from personal experience. So yeah, I mean, wing construction. I don't know what the fit is like, although I hear that the newer 1/32 scale Revell kits, the fit is quite good. Aaron or Alex, you guys can give me more info on that probably. Here's the construction of the engine down here in the bottom. This doesn't look terrible either. I'm not really seeing, I don't think this would be that hard to build. The only thing, and I looked at these instructions last night, the only thing that kind of sort of bothers me is the rigging for the pontoon section, this little thin wire. Now, if you go back and you watch Hamilkar's video, he used a stretch sprue, and I'm just not that good at making the stretch sprue wire. They actually say use black thread. I will probably use that. But, you know, my question would be, how do you attach it? I mean, I guess you could use CA glue, but how do you have, I mean, you need, with CA glue, you got to have enough to bite into the plastic. So, I mean, am I going to have to drill a hole into these to make it fit? I'm not sure. So, any information on how to do that rigging, anybody who's done biplanes perhaps, or has experience with older aircraft that has that rigging, please let me know. And that may not be the correct term for it either. I think I missed a sprue. There's a clear part sprue in there somewhere. The canopy is a little different. The canopy is actually molded into separate pieces, which I thought was odd. So I would imagine gluing this may be a little tricky so that you don't see the glue. And I have, you know, the correct glue to use in that clear parts glue. So that looks a little tricky. But all in all, guys, this kit, I just love the kit. I'm not going to get to it anytime soon, but I'd certainly love to see it. So the vehicle choices we have are this KG100, I guess that's Kampfgeschwader at Kalamaki, Crete, January 1943. And it's The Geschwader emblem is actually a Viking ship. And then this next painting and marking option is for the battleship Tirpitz, the summer of 1943. So both of these schemes are nice. Now the decals look really good, by the way. I didn't cover the decals. Decals are really nicely printed. Of course, they're huge in 1/32 scale. They don't look too thin. They don't look too thick. They look about right. It says made in Italy. I think we can probably assume that's probably Cartograph. I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, please somebody correct me. But all in all, guys, this is a wonderful kit. I warned you, if you saw this thing, that you're probably going to want one. If you guys want to see more, let me know. I'll do another review of it because I kind of screwed up in a couple of places. So I got just home from work and I was trying to rush this video. But thanks again for watching, and you guys have a good night. Have a good night.